let's tell the story before we start making the soup. How you were here the other day.
Oh, and how I tried it?
Well, you were first like, I was like, you eat vegetables? And you were like, no.
Yeah, I didn't like vegetables. And then she presented the soup to me, and then I was like, it does not taste like vegetables. It's just like an ordinary soup.
It's like an ordinary soup.
And it's like, and it was good. I mean, I feel like my siblings would try it because it's like, it's all blended in.
And it's delicious. Well, what happened was, I was going to get another cutting board, but I must have taken it. So what happened was I said I had soup, and I offered her mom and her soup, and I'm like, you like vegetables? She's like, no. And I was like, well, that's unacceptable. I was like, wait, what? You're beautiful. You need to maintain your beauty, your vitality, your health. And so I said, you know what? You can have just rice after you just try the vegetables. You don't have to eat it. Take one bite. And she was like, I actually like it. I go, okay. So she had a little bit. And then I was like, do you want to just have rice? And you said, I want more soup, right?
Yeah.
So we did make a video making the soup, but there's nothing better than being hands-on, right? Like seeing how it's done. So I said, what do you want to do now you're here? Do you want to color? Do you want to hang out? Do you want to lie down? Do you want to make food? And she's like, food, soup. Show me the soup. So we start with the big pot, and I'll ask you'll be my prep chef, to put some a couple scoops of this coconut oil, extra virgin organic coconut oil, or any coconut oil that's organic, a couple of scoops at the bottom of the pot. And you always cook the onions and the garlic first to give them like a cooking, to get them going. And then we give the pot, we give it some carrots. Normally we give the pot celery, but my celery was just no, it was not.
It was not having it today.
Yeah, it was not having it. So just so you know, carrots and celery at the bottom of the pot. First, garlic and onion. So I will cut the onion.
Is that fine?
It's beyond fine. So you're gonna put on the stove, and we cook. We get the oil hot, put it on a medium flame.
Okay.
We get it hot, and then we put in the garlic and onion. So I will chop very quickly. Carefully, claw, you guys. I want you guys to see the counter. I guess we can move over. Who's here? Is anybody here? Let's see if anybody's gonna comment, if you have any questions, but so next week we're gonna make vegan mac and cheese, but right now we're doing the soup, and I want everybody to know, especially Jubiana, that she's so cute, and I love when she comes over. But like the premise is you're just chopping vegetables, sauteing them, cooking them, and then you're gonna, oh, you know what else we need? Let's tell them the ingredients. So it's coconut oil. You guys can write this down. Someone can put it in the comments, or you can comment later when you see it.
Okay.
Okay. Coconut oil.
Carrots.
Yes. Celery.
Celery.
What else?
Garlic.
Mm-hmm.
If you want some spice, a little bit of habanero.
Little bit.
And then cabbage.
Cabbage.
Tomato soup. Tomato.
Well, this is an interesting topic, actually. We should cover this because right now I don't have fresh tomatoes, and I have a can of imported Southern Italian tomatoes. And so these are whole peeled tomatoes. I thought I was buying like a tomato sauce. Be easier. So I would say tomato sauce or a little tomato paste or fresh tomatoes chopped up. Okay? So is everything on the table been mentioned? I have lemon just in case we need a little twang to the soup. We need salt always. And I have potatoes because if you chop the potatoes really finely, you can put them in and they'll cook. So the idea is you cook the vegetables and then you add liquid. But I want you to know, Jubiana, anybody who's there, let's say you go to the market and they're having a deal on zucchini, or, you know, there's some vegetable that you happen to have. Any vegetables can go in here as long as they're chopped. Like Jubiana chopped this chard, C-H-A-R-D. You could do spinach. You could do kale. And it's always a good idea to sneak the greens in because you won't taste them, right? So you're going to leave out the chard, just swipe the onion into there. Is it hot? Don't touch it. I meant, did you turn the stove on?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next I will take is, hi Laura B. I've got Jubiana, Laura B's in the house. I have a way of doing, when she comes back with the cutting board, I smash with the side of the knife the garlic. I'm going to show you how, honey. If you can't have fresh garlic, if it's a pain and you don't have time, just use garlic powder. But watch that. I set it on its side and I just smush it. And it makes it easier to get, ideally. It's a big fat piece of garlic. But you're taking out, and sometimes I use like 5 cloves. You don't have to use that many. You could just use, I cut it like this. I hold either hand and I cut it like that. And then I just chop it because you have to, okay, you gotta watch. You have to pay attention. Don't let anybody go behind you when you're cutting. Everybody can stay away when you're cutting with a sharp knife, you know. Okay, I'll do a couple cloves. I only used half an onion because I used to make so much soup and then I'd have so much left over, which you can keep it in the refrigerator for 3 days, right? So you keep it in a container, ideally glass. The plastic won't leach into, plastics are not good to drink out of or eat out of, okay? So a glass container. So we got the garlic, the onions cooking, we're gonna put the garlic in, and then we chop, then I do the carrots and celery next.
Okay.
So, there, we can put that in. You guys can add whatever spices. We're keeping it simple because she's got siblings and she's kind of new to the veggie world, but you can really go spicy. You could add all kinds of interesting spices. Excellent. Now we're gonna, so I could put in, sometimes I put in chopped ginger.
I don't think it's on.
Oh, maybe the gas is just on here.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm gonna have, there we go. That's fine. So now we'll cut up just the teeniest little bit of habanero. It goes such a long way. And you can always add cayenne after, add spices for yourself. Obviously, if you're making it for children, your children, you know, cuties, you don't add spice. They won't like it. Most likely, they won't like it. Okay, so that's the teeniest amount. You're gonna put that in there. Just swipe it off the knife. And I love to put other vegetables in, believe me. Sometimes I never even did cabbage and I would do just different, you can experiment with different kinds of vegetables. The cabbage will make it sweet. Carrots are the hardest, carrots and celery, so you cut them up tiny and cook them first. I'm gonna show Jubiana how to cut. Can you guys see? So I cut it in half. Then I might cut it in half again. Then I stand it up on its flat edge and cut it like that. Can you guys see? Yeah. Then I could do that again if I want really little pieces, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you just cut. I like little mouth, it's called mouthfeel. When something's not so big in your mouth or it has pleasurable texture, it's good mouthfeel, right? Maybe you could get me a little bowl to put stuff in because I'll swipe it off. Any little bowl, any big bowl, no big deal. Anything that's just gonna hold, great.
Yeah.
It's gonna hold the carrots until we're done cutting them, and then we can, thank you. We can even put the chard in it. You can get another bowl for the carrots.
Okay.
It looks nice when you're cooking to have it organized. I found out that Jubiana likes organizing like I do, correct?
Yes.
Come tell us about that. What do you notice about being organized versus not?
It's just more relaxing. It's just like, it's a peace of mind just seeing it's just everything organized, and then instead of it all being in different places, like your colors. Like the colors.
Which colors?
The pens.
My
The pens you
markers.
have.
I like if they're all mixed up, it looks one way, but if they're separated according to, you know, color, then you know where to find the reds and you know where to find the pinks. So were you always like that?
No, it's just like growing up, probably. Like, when I was a little girl, I really wouldn't care, but now it's just, I like organization, you know, I like it all being in its order and in place.
Yes, you can help people with that, because some people just don't know how to do it, but you know how to do it.
Yeah.
Your mom's natural at it, too.
She loves it.
I noticed it, because, like,
I think that's why, because she kept on, like, you know, I used to not be as organized, and, like, my room was a mess, and then, like, go clean it, go clean it. And I'm like, okay. And then I kind of just like got the hang of it. And it's just, I did it on my own.
You did it on your own and you realized you felt better on like having it nice.
Yeah.
You could create after, you could relax better. I just love that. Not everybody gets the memo on that, but sometimes they need help to see what it looks like or how it feels once it's done. What if they didn't have a mom like you who knows how to do it so well, you know?
Yeah, it would probably be a lot harder. Probably.
Right, because you don't know how to do it. You like it. You might go somewhere and stay at someone's house and usually people's houses are not, but I was about to say, you might visit someone else's house. When you go to your friends' houses, are they organized?
Not really. There's this one friend where she's like, has shoes everywhere and just stuff.
Everywhere. And does it feel relaxing in her room?
It's like, oh.
Is she able to function?
Well, her mom works a lot, and so I feel like it's just maybe that, you know.
Yeah, maybe you can teach her. You could have your own YouTube channel showing people how to organize. And do eyelashes. We're going to do, she had these beautiful eyelashes on, so we're going to do an eyelash. Yeah, dump it in. So we're making vegan mac and cheese. I'm going to teach her things, and she's going to teach me things. Okay, so you're getting the hang of what we need to do, right?
Yeah.
All right, I think we have enough carrots. I think I'll cut cabbage. I'm going to show you how to cut the cabbage. Did you see how I cut the onion? Do you know how to cut onion? I'm going to show you. I'm going to cut some more onion to show you. I want you to know how to do everything.
Yeah, my mom's been asking me, like, when are you going to do it? When are you going to do it?
Yeah, and now you know what you need to get. Yeah. You can make a list. So I cut the onion in half, right? I'm going to show them here. Okay, onion gets cut in half. Boom. Then, things have to be flat. They call it stabilizing. That way, if it moves around, whoop, slip, that's bad. No. So, one end has to stay intact, right? It's gathered here, it's gathered here. I cut off one of the ends, okay? Then, you want to get rid of the peel. You just peel it back. You can just peel it back. So, and you want to have you always want to keep onions at home. Celery stays a long time, carrot stays a long time. If they start to wilt, you cut off the end and stick them in water in the fridge, and the cold water just perks everything up. But these cabbage, carrots, and celery and onions, garlic, it all can stay a long time. So now, there you see. So I'm just going to hold the end, and then I'm just going to slice it, but not all the way to the end. I'm just going to slice down like that. See? My hand's away from it, because onions are slippery. Yeah. I'd rather have no soup than cut off finger. Right? So now I claw. That way if it slips, your knuckle's going to get it. And you just cut like that, and you're going to have little pieces. Is someone whistling?
No, it's my mom's door.
Cute. I like that.
It's like the Twitter notification.
Oh, yeah. I haven't had that. I shut off Twitter a long time ago. Okay. Now we have more onion. Now our onion's already in there. Do you feel like we have enough onion in there? What's your feeling?
I feel like it's... Ow.
Did you touch?
Yeah. I feel like it's exactly the same as...
What?
Thing, but I feel like we could add a little more.
Then add them. And let's cook them. And we'll turn up the flame.
All of it?
Why not?
Okay.
It's not going to hurt us. There's no rules for this. There's no like, oh, only this much that and only that much this. It's... Hi, everybody. Do thumbs up. So Jubiana and I know we'll do this again. Thumbs up means that you guys like it. And we will show up again. Do you guys have any questions for her? Okay. Cabbage, right?
Yeah.
So start with a quarter of it. That outside piece is yucky, but look how beautiful and purple and fresh it is here. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut. We want little pieces. I always kind of want little pieces. Yeah. I don't want big chunks. Big chunks is lazy, because that means you didn't take the time to cut it small, right? It just takes a little extra time, but it makes it so much nicer. So I go one way this way, one way this way.
And the smaller it is, the less you can know what it is.
Less you can notice it's veggies, exactly.
Yeah.
Better to fool people. And fool yourself. It's just nicer. It's called nice mouthfeel. And this gets thrown in. So basically you chop veggies and you throw them in. And you mix. You can get a wooden, in that drawer at the end, there's a spoon with a blue, it's a pretty blue spoon. It should, actually it's probably not there because it's behind me. So you can, I'll find it. You can dump that in. And we're gonna wanna stir. I always stir with a wooden spoon and it's hidden, so we're gonna just not. It's under here. It's under our, oh, we could take another, here. Oh, this is good. Okay, so just stir, give it a good stir, and we can add salt, because that's always good to coat the veggies. You guys did thumbs up for me. I was in the middle of doing other stuff, but then Jubiana appeared, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is way more fun than whatever I was doing. Remember to teach people what you know. Sharing is caring. And this one soup, if she makes a big batch of this for her family, which they're all waiting.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, when are you gonna make the soup?
Yeah, my mom is like always asking. So now that I know, I can make it.
Yeah. Laura B asked if you have a favorite food recipe.
Me?
Yes?
Not really. I started liking the soup a lot more now.
Okay.
You know, from the last time, I asked my mom if she makes it for her, and she says sometimes yeah, and I'm like, oh my god, I wish I would have gone. But I think
Oh, you
it's the
ask if I
soup.
make it and you wish you
Yeah.
would have been here? Oh my god, she's
Yeah.
really thinking about the soup. This is monumental, you guys, because this is going to set her making gorgeous food for her family. And then we'll move on to the next recipe.
Yeah,
She's not cooking. Are you cooking a lot?
not really.
But
No,
this is a
it's
start of it.
Yeah.
This is
I
the
can
start.
start, yeah.
Yeah, this is the start of your cooking career
Thank you.
and making your family healthy and yourself. I told my daughter it's how you maintain your beauty and your vitality and your wellness. So we already have chopped chard, so we're going to put this in, chard, whatever you say. Now, there's also a trick. If you want it to be a little heartier and you like potatoes, you can use potatoes, but you got to cut them really small so that they cook quickly, right? It makes it heartier, but what we did, what Jubiana did, is she put rice in the rice cooker. So that's the very first thing you do, right? Because you want to have the rice done. It takes about 40 minutes. You want it done by the time the soup is all being prepared. Now the soup, the veggies, if you have it in an hour, it will be al dente, a little bit crisp. You know, the veggies won't cook as much. If you leave it cooking for a few hours on low, it will keep cooking and the flavors will meld together. But you can eat it. You know, you can eat just like you can eat the vegetables raw, honey. If you're hungry and you want the soup like a half hour later after cooking, you can eat it. It's not going to hurt you. Especially if you don't put potatoes in. The potatoes have to be cooked.
Okay.
If you make that soup, literally anything in there can be eaten. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll notice the carrots are a little crunchy, but it's healthy for you. So it won't hurt you right away to eat it. We're going to have some. We're going to have some soup. How do you feel about potatoes?
I like potatoes.
They're okay?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to add them.
No, yeah, that's fine.
You want to? But what I'm thinking about actually is we shouldn't add them because I want you to eat soup before you go.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And these might not be cooked because they have to, like, you know, they take more time.
I think my mom went into the
Van?
Yeah.
She went into the van. Is she
Yeah.
hiding? No, I'm kidding.
She went to go swing.
I know. I emptied it out so it's not disaster. It's just got, my friend Ben and I took it to Superstition Mountains. We went to Quartzsite. We went to, I don't know, we were all over. 2 days, and the day it was just like, I learned that you gotta have very little in the van or it just gets, so the van's a whole nother topic.
Oh, it's so colorful.
The
And,
soup
like,
is so
shiny.
colorful too, right?
Yeah.
It's colorful and shiny and pretty.
Yeah.
And therein begins the love for vegetables, because you know why, Jubiana? You are what you eat. And do you want to be like colorful or like just white and meh? Like if you just eat potatoes and rice and like chicken, just plain chicken, you're just like, that's what you are. But if you add this color, you arrive. So how do you feel about what's going on?
Excited. that
You
good?
do?
Because
Oh
I
yeah, it looks
can-
gorge.
I can start making it for my mom now.
Yay! So
Do you want me to add salt?
I do. You
Okay.
could add salt
How
for
much?
sure.
Like that?
Yeah, that's a perfect amount. And then stir. She's great in the kitchen. She's a pleasant human. And her love and care for her family is going to go in the soup, you know? Does anybody have any questions? Let's see. Oh, aloha, Kim. We've got Sarah February. Hi from New Jersey. This is like borscht without the beets. So that's, you can add little chopped beets. Can you think of any veggies you'd like to add, or this is good for now?
I feel like this is good for starters.
Yes, and then you can
just
tell
like
me,
the
Dara,
basic.
I left out the cabbage and I added this, and you know,
Oh, that's gonna be so exciting.
right? You can report back to me. You can text me and tell me what
Do
you
you
did.
want me to add this?
I do, but what we need to do, since it's tomatoes, you're going to open that with a knife because you're pretty nails. I don't want you to hurt. Not that knife. This knife will chip. Ceramic knives will chip. Go into the drawer and here, give me. I'll do it. So since these are whole tomatoes and not crushed, we're going to want to cut the tomatoes because we don't want big blobs of tomato in here. Look at us with our nails. That's hilarious.
I know.
Non-functional.
Oops.
That's okay.
But they're pretty.
But they're so pretty. It's her birthday Tuesday. I need to get your present. Okay. So now what you'll do is pour. Careful, because you don't want to cut yourself on this. So what you're going to do is use the spoon.
This one?
Mm-hmm. And you'll just hold this and pour the sauce, and then we'll take out the tomatoes and we'll chop them right here. We'll see if anybody has anything they want to say. Where's the comments? Oh, there you are. Does the red cabbage bleed into the color? Yes, the broth turns pink, and it's so pretty. And it's still pink. You're right, Sarah. If you want it pink, don't add the chard. But I want to get the greens in for her. I'm less worried about what it looks like. Isn't it so nice? Denise said, it's so nice to see a young girl who wants to learn to cook healthy food. I'm telling you, we're on to something. Happy birthday to Jubiana.
Thank you.
So this is the size of the potatoes, and you could add them in, but I want her to be able to eat. I love the pink too. It will still be pink. We put in a handful of chard. But yes, Jubiana, if you need your broth, the broth is the liquid part. If you need it to be pink for colorful purposes, then you just leave out the greens.
Okay.
But I'm never going to tell someone to leave out the greens because we need to get them in, especially for the children.
Is this fine?
Oh, it's beyond fine. It's perfect.
Okay.
Better than I would have done it. See, I'm just chopping the tomatoes but tomato paste would work, tomato sauce. My goal for you that no matter what you buy, please try to find the organic stuff, right?
Okay.
So if you go to Walmart or Costco or some big fun store, they do have sections, and that's what you're going to put in your soup. So organic rides over.
The regular.
Okay. It does. Oh my gosh, this is great. Do you guys see? And you'll have little pieces, but if you use sauce, you won't have to worry about the pieces. Some people don't like chunky tomato bits, right? I have a feeling that was you.
I smell the rice. It smells good.
Doesn't it? Okay. And this is the soup. We made the soup, basically. So then after all of this cooks, you can just smush it.
So you want me to add it?
I do. And then, wait, I'm sorry. I found another one.
Okay.
It's hiding. It's hiding at the bottom. So you're going to go, because we all ran into each other at Walmart. Thank you, honey. We ran into each other, and so I was looking for organic things, and I found organic coconut sugar, I found monk fruit, I found chia seeds. They have organic produce, plenty of it. All right. Ta-da. Now you can smush it in. She's a great prep chef, like the best. All right. Then we will add some water, and if you just like stewed veggies, you don't have to add much water. You just want the veggies and rice, but we like to add, do you like some liquid in it, honey?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just to kind of make it soupy. And you serve it over rice, and the rice will stay. I don't put my rice in the refrigerator. If it's like really hot out, I don't keep it closed. But you can put, if you ever put the rice in the refrigerator, which I don't, I usually eat it within a couple days, you can always add water. If you're trying to heat something up and you're never using a microwave, never using a microwave. So if you have to cook something up, you do it the old-fashioned way. A pot with some water at the bottom and add whatever you want in. Yeah, well, this is not raw. Kim is my friend in Las Vegas. She owns Pure Foods with her husband, and I've been doing 100% raw this year. I feel so good on raw too, but sometimes I just want a cooked food. Yeah, nobody needs to have a microwave or a TV. Read, cook, create art. We can do art together. We're gonna have, like, whenever Jubiana comes, we're gonna make a video. So it might be her putting eyelashes on me. It might be art, but I have a feeling it's gonna be cooking. So
yeah,
I think you should taste it. And then, you know, if it's salty enough, taste like something in it.
okay.
And we're gonna need to put some water, and then we'll have our soup. And the rice looks like it's gonna be done in 10 minutes. Thank you for all the thumbs uppies. So that was about 20, we just did that in 25 minutes.
It's going great.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
It's going great. She likes it. Yeah? It's too hot?
It's hot.
It's hot. Come here and tell everybody what you think when you're done burning your mouth.
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
Yeah, like
This is so exciting. It's
like
exciting
I
for me.
would have never would have thought I was gonna eat like vegetables. Like my mom makes food and she adds vegetables and I'm like, no. I leave the vegetables on like the on the plate. Like if she does carrots, even if like they're evaporated, no. I usually
You
don't
won't.
eat.
You're just not having it.
Yeah.
But now your whole meal is all about the veggies.
Yeah.
That's so fun. That's so exciting.
No, I
sweetie.
hope my little brother likes it.
Well,
We're gonna
what we can do for your little brother, if he doesn't want it, give him the broth. Give him the soup part. Like the liquids have all the nutrients in it.
Mhm.
So maybe he just wants the broth with rice. Maybe he's not going to eat it. You could also blend it. You could take all of that,
and then just blend it. Yeah, so
blend a little
he
bit
won't
like baby
see it.
food.
Yeah.
And then it's not textured. Because sometimes people don't want, you know how in yogurt they put fruit, there's like just a blueberry in there, and they're like, it makes
What
you
is
want to
that?
gag. So
Yeah.
you're like, I don't want a lump in my yogurt. And so kids usually like the yogurt that has it all
Yeah.
blended. You can blend the soup.
Yeah, and so you want to taste the
No,
texture.
I won't know.
I think he's gonna like it.
Well, I can't
really
wait to
don't.
hear. We need to hear. So, yeah, this is it. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
No.
We did good.
It's
High
just
five.
delicious.
All right.
Yeah.
Delicious. Make your soup. Get your soup on, everybody. Bye.
Bye.